Let's get started. We've all adapted during the pandemic, especially when it comes to our jobs. And learning how to effectively communicate in the virtual world can really help to boost your productivity. So Danielle Chylinski from Chylinski Media is here with tips. Danielle, I'm so excited we're talking about this because this is something that I encounter a lot, whether it's professionally or personally. You expect people to react a certain way because that's how you would react, but communication is different for everyone.
Yes, people are understanding and exploring more of how they want to communicate on a regular basis, whether it's through call, text, Zoom, video, email, social media, DMs. There are just so many things. It's so overwhelming and it's very hard to keep control of it all. So people have created, or some people have not created, parameters around this and what they can tolerate versus what they can't tolerate in terms of, physically, mentally, emotionally, and setting boundaries for how you communicate is so important. We all know that we're at home, you can't really hide from your phone or your computer or social media or all these interactions. So how can we take control of that? And work and play right now seem to be blending together because of this social media and communication style that we're all kind of living in. So that's why I feel that it's so important to recognize what our current personal communication style is and ask those who we're working with what theirs is too. There's just not enough conversation around our different styles and how we operate best. We all obviously operate in different ways. So some people may be comfortable with a late night text about work and fine with answering at, 8 or 9 p.m. But other people might be rolling their eyes at home or texting on the side, their family or friends, like, can you believe that so-and-so just sent me a text about work at 9 p.m.? So that's just drama that none of us need. And it's all about taking ownership of this communication style.
Now, I know that you work with a lot of businesses, but maybe for first-time business owners, how can they set those boundaries to make sure that the clients that they might be communicating with know their communication style?
Exactly. So that's a problem that a lot of businesses are running into because they are now all going virtual, so they have to adapt. So being able to hire someone to do the social media piece has been really helpful for a lot of my clients. I can take on that communication role for them throughout the day and give them those messages later on, or if they're urgent, give them a call. But again, you are in control of all of this time and how you spend it, and it's up to you in terms of how you want to respond to things.
Now, I have some people that I communicate with, whether it's colleagues or other people, businesses that I've, made connections with, where a text is acceptable. But would you say generally a text is not acceptable?
I mean, it depends. I think a lot of people now are going more towards text because they are further away from their computer. A call or a text is definitely easier. I think it's just setting those boundaries around the text message. If you're texting me at 6 a.m. and my alarm's for 8, but my phone's on high, I might be really annoyed that you're blowing up my day 2 hours before. So I think text and honestly any form of communication is fine as long as upfront you let people know what you're comfortable with, so that one, you're all happy and experiencing a positive experience, but two, there's no, anxious or angry feelings towards people because of how they choose to communicate with you.
No, communication is certainly key in that regard. And you talked about how important it was to hire a professional to help you navigate those situations. What has that been like for you in terms of working with businesses, and how have you been able to help them?
Yeah, it's been great, honestly. It's been exciting to see that people are willing to get on social when they haven't been on for their business because they do feel comfortable with someone like me handling that for them. So to have that voice, and also just someone that knows how to navigate, for example, Instagram, they're changing so many things all of the time. It's so hard to find where those DMs are coming from, or if you have a DM request. So I've been able to not only help them communicate what is being said to them or what's being brought to their social media platforms, but I'm able to find it a lot easier. So in terms of time, I can do it in a minute, where for them, it may take them 5-10 minutes to figure out how to even get to that message.
Well, Danielle, thank you so much for your time. Chylinski Media, make sure to reach out to her. I know that it can be weird navigating this new setting, so she is the person to answer all your questions. So thanks, Danielle.
Yes, thank you, Taylor. I appreciate it.